Hey kids, it's time for another episode of KittyKatGaming with your host, Mortimer!
KitKatG! KitKatG! Yay!
Happy Friday, everybody! Welcome back to another episode of KKG. And today we're going to be fighting our very first real monster. Of course, we fought monsters last time, but this is our first real monster, a monster that's actually going to attack back and has all kinds of crazy abilities. And this is the Seltas. And this is a giant flying bug. And the whole point of this mission is to try and knock it out of the sky so that you can actually kill it. Because when it's flying around you, it's very hard to hit depending on which kind of weapon you have. If you have a long distance, long range weapon, it's really easy to take him down and knock him out of the sky. But with a weapon like mine, the insect glaive, I really want to get him down to my level so that I can hit him and do as much damage as possible, because it's really hard to hit him when he's flying around in the sky. So I'm going to go ahead and take this mission. And I'm going to go ahead and eat a meal so that we have some buffs and we're ready to fight this guy. And like I said, I usually always eat meat and fish. And the What Powers abilities I'm going to be getting now is a faster sharpening skill, which is good because this bug has a hard shell, so being able to sharpen faster is good, especially during battle. And I'm getting the feline slider, which makes it easier to escape when a monster pins you down. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this meal. And I'm going to go ahead and skip that cutscene. Man, it's like I've never freaking eaten before in my life. I would totally eat all the food in this, by the way. It looks excellent. And I'm going to go ahead to my box and get rid of anything that I have that I don't need to fight this monster. And it looks like I'm pretty full on everything I need, so I'm going to go ahead and go. The stinking Seltas. Yeah, I'm going to get it stank all over me. Let's go fight this guy. As much as I hate fighting bugs, because I love bugs. If you guys don't know, I love to taxidermy bugs. It's like one of my hobbies. So I've always had a thing for bugs. I actually call my parents Bug. It's just a thing that we've always done. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this stuff in my bag. And I'm going to go ahead and eat a ration so that my running abilities last longer. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of running. And then we're going to go find this guy. So he probably is going to be hiding in an area over here. So you can get certain abilities with charms and things called Psychic, and they show you on the map where the bug is at the beginning of the game. I do not have any of those abilities yet because it's so early in the game, so you basically just have to walk around until you find them. And then once you do find them, you can keep track of them by hitting them with a paintball. And it's basically like a GPS tracker for the monster. It shows you wherever they are on the map, which is on my lower screen. You guys can't see it, but you really don't need to for this. And the only bad thing about the paintball is that it wears off after a while. So you always have to keep paintballing it. And I recommend always paintballing a monster, no matter how fast you think you can destroy it. You never know. They always run to another area. It's just better to paintball them when you have the chance. And it looks like we found him. Whenever you see a cutscene for a monster for the first time you're looking at it, it probably means you found him. So there's our guy. He looks kind of small, right? JK, he's huge. What a bully. I haven't even done anything to him yet. Where'd he go? Oh, what a cutie. All right. So we gotta go fight him. Let's go get him. Come on over. Don't want to get hit by a stink. Like I said, I want to knock him out of the sky first so that I can actually get some good hits on him. So the key is just kind of staying out of his way for now. and hitting him when I can, because he loves shooting that, and the best way to avoid that is to be directly underneath him. Bully? Ugh, early weapons suck. So, I just paintballed him so I can keep track of him, and now I want to hit him with a marker. Alright, so I just hit him with a marker, so I'm going to go ahead and send out my insect to collect some fluid from him, and depending on where you hit, you get different fluid. If you hit a monster's head, you can actually get red fluid, which makes you stronger. And if you hit the body, you get white. And each one has a different ability, speed, power, all kinds of things. So it's very good to collect as much of that power as you can because the buffs only last for a couple seconds. All right, so he just left the area. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen while I have a chance. And I'm going to go ahead and take a potion, because you never want to do that in the middle of a battle because the monster will just knock your power down right away. So you want to do it when they're not around, if possible. If you have to leave to sharpen, do it. All right. So there he goes. Can you come down? Oh my god, he's so fast. All right, so now I'm riding him. Now you have the ability to stab him. And that's basically, we're going to be hitting the X button, and then you hold down the R button to hold on so that they don't throw you off. So here we go, stabby, stab, stab, stab. You want to do this, you can do as much damage as possible to the monster. And when you're done, it knocks them over so you have the chance to just smack them around more. And of course, as soon as that happens, weapon power always decreases. At least it does for me. I have the worst luck. All right, so now he's pissed. And I think he's leaving now. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen. And this is why it's important to paintball them so you can see when they are leaving. And it looks like he's going back to the last area where we saw him. Usually when monsters run away, it means that they're being defeated. So they run to either eat something so they have a little bit more stamina, or they're sleeping to get more stamina, but they can never regain strength after you've beaten them. Like, they don't have potions and things like that. See how he's drooling? That means he's trying to get more stamina. He's getting tired. Like, he has no more stink to put out at me. You're shooting blanks, dude. Your time is up. And we just beat him. Wow, that was super easy. All right, so we have 60 seconds before we go back to town. So, of course, we're going to carve him up, take what we can, and we're going to give it back to the chef who wanted us to defeat him so we can get stronger weapons in our kitchen once again. The most you can usually carve a monster is 3 times, but you can get more carves out of a monster if you get certain buffs, and you can get those by eating certain things before a quest, or having certain talismans and things. So definitely eat a meal before every quest. All right, so we have now beat him. The quest is complete, and now we're gonna get our items and go back to camp. Oh, dang. Who's that getting that new blade? It's a cool haircut. Stylin'. All right, so we got some people to talk to. Who's this Ace Cadet? So there's another hunting group besides the Cavaliers, which we're part of. We're part of a group called the Capital C, and there's another group in this game called the Aces. And this is one of the members, and they just happened to be traveling, and they stopped at our town to gather up a few supplies, but you are going to see them later on in the game. So if you're into, say, just fighting monsters with your friends, you would play multiplayer. You wouldn't have to worry about any of these RPG components. But if you are interested in playing a storyline, you would play single player, which is what we're playing right now. But you definitely don't have to worry about talking to people if you don't want to. So now we can finally use those armor spheres that we got from finding the Conchu and upgrade our equipment. All right, I'm all out. All right, so let's see what we can do now. Oh, let's see what the chief has to say. What do you got, Chief? Chief. All right, so they just unlocked expeditions for us. And since we have a little bit more time in this episode, let's check out an expedition. Expeditions are something new in this game that hasn't previously been in a Monster Hunter game. It's a chance for you to explore more locations on the world and to get surveys on new animals or monsters. So you guys can't see it on the bottom map, but it's a map of the entire world, or the world as I know it, which is kind of flat. And the new expedition showed up, and it says that there is one monster here, and it is a Velocidrome. So when you go on a mission and you see a new monster, they really kind of want you to bring home a piece of that monster so that they can find out more about it for future quests. It's not like, say, a normal quest like we just did where we fought the giant insect monster. This is more of a quest where, you know, you can kill it if you want to, but really all they want is just a piece of it so they can study the monster. And even that isn't necessary to complete an expedition, but it does help further along the game. So I'm just here, I'm gonna grab a couple items. There's no usual item box like there is normally on a quest. You're just kind of going through and gathering stuff up off the ground from the last person that was here. This is torches, I don't need torches. I just want rations and first aid meds because those are the only items I really need. And then before I go out, I'm going to, of course, take some rations so I can run a little bit further, get a little bit more done. And then we're going to check out this new terrain. We've never been here before. This is a new expedition for us. And of course, this location is very beautiful. All right, so there's some cats. For some reason, freaking Capcom is pretty racist. We asked them this in person once, but why is it that only the black cats are the bad cats? Who knows, Capcom? Who knows? They could not give us a straight answer as to why the black cats were bad and the white cats were good. It's just the way they did it. Who knows? It's probably just like a good versus evil thing, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Also, on these missions, you'll see these kind of like pine cone looking flowers. And you want to go there and get those as much as you can. I only seen them on expeditions, but it gives you more nectar for your insect, and you want as much as you can so you can upgrade them. So definitely grab those while you're on expeditions. And running through the maze. Of course, it's always good to harvest new things. This blue flower is beautiful, but it's just herbs. And ivy. Ivy you use to make nets, so it's really good to have. Herbs. Eventually, as you start leveling up, you can just buy herbs from the store, so you don't even have to worry about gathering them anymore. And you get more opportunities to run a farm where you can farm your own honey, so you don't have to gather honey anymore. And once you become a higher rank, you can actually buy potions, so you don't even have to make them anymore. You just have to get honey so you can make the mega potions. Alright, so let's see if we can find that Velocidrome. It should be in the next area here. What do you know? So Velocidromes are a lot like Jaggies. So they're kind of like annoying giant lizards, dinosaurs. But Velocidromes are electric. So they actually shock you and can paralyze you. So you definitely want to try to avoid being shocked by them. And you always know when they're about to do it because you'll see the sparks. So the best way to do it is just to avoid them and fight them in between them attacking you. The big one is a Velocidrome. The other ones are his little friends. So let's try and kill him. Let's see if we can do it. I'm going to go ahead and paintball him first, though, so I can see when he runs away. Paintballed. All right. And Jesus freaking Christ, he's strong. Give me a fucking break, you dickwad. Jesus, every time I get up, he knocks me down again. Shit. Holy fucking shit. You guys suck balls. Alright, I need to heal. Hide behind this. Take some potion. Oh shit. Oh shit. I love it when I fight a monster who's actually hard. It makes the game so much more challenging and fun. Alright, so I got my lock cam on him. Let's try and get him. Look at his friends are dropping like flies because he's the one killing them. Wow. So, like I said, in this mission, you just want to break off a piece of him, and you'll know when you do because you'll see something glittering on the ground. It'll either be like a tear or a piece of him. Like, say if I broke his beak, it would be a piece of broken beak or something like that. So you definitely want to keep your eye out for something shiny on the ground that he'll drop. Or you could just kill him and carve him and then take a piece of the carving back with you. And my weapon is already dull, and I really need to take a potion. So I'm gonna run away from him for a second here. Like I said, you always want to sharpen so that you don't have to fight as much. Fighting smarter, not harder. That's always the key. And he interrupted my carving. Alright. He's pretty smart. Sometimes you can hide from monsters. Jesus. Alright. Fuck this dude. We're going up here. And there's another one. Hi there, dude. Alright. I don't think they can climb, so I think we're safe up here. What? How the fuck did you get up here, dude? Alright. Well, that's okay. Because we're all done. And he's drooling already. Alright, so we're about to beat him. The best place to be when fighting monsters is as close to them as possible because they can't use their range attacks on you. And usually they can't reach you. Like if they were to swish their tail at you, you're right underneath them. They're not going to hit you. So I like to get as close up to monsters as possible when I'm fighting them. If not underneath them, it's just the best place to be. But also that depends on what kind of weapon you use. If you use a long range weapon, of course it's better to be as far away as possible. But for insect glaive, just the place. I know a lot of people are all about sending out the kinsect and collecting nectar, but it's all about how you want to play. Of course, that's the main buff of the insect glaive, is that how you can get buffs, but I don't like to do it on smaller missions like this. It just seems more tedious. And he's stomping on me. So the way to get out of that is you just kind of button mash. Alright. And I'm fucking yellow again. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, let's just see how far we can get before he leaves the area. I have a feeling he's gonna flee soon. Also, rolling and dodging is your friend. Not every weapon comes with a shield, so you don't have a way to block attacks. Your only chance to block is to roll. So when you see an attack coming, it's best to roll. Alright, I'm gonna go sharpen so this doesn't take longer than it has to. Frick! Sharpen! Sharpen! Oh, thank God. Alright. By the way, the camera is completely controlled by you. So, if you get motion sick, probably not the game for you. There is a camera button you can hit that automatically puts the monster you're fighting in the middle of the screen. But other than that, you're doing it all on your own. Alright, so he's leaving. He's really tired and drooling. He's gonna go get something to eat somewhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to sharpen and to take a little bit of potion, and then we're gonna finish him off. This guy ain't so tough. Alright. So let's run to that next area. Dude, we're almost done with this expedition. Are you guys, like, proud or what? I hope some of you out there have looked into getting this game already because It is so fun. All right, so my map says he's here. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, he's over there sleeping. What a sweet baby. All right. Look at him sleeping. Wake up, baby. Can I ride you? Alright, so I marked him, sent out the insect, collecting some pollen or shit off of him. I don't know what it takes. Skin cells. Ooh, and I got some white. Alright. So we really just want to finish this guy off. Trying to get away from him. He's pretty enraged right now because he needed that nap really bad, I guess. Alright, dude. He's really starting to limp. So if you wanted to catch a monster, you could. And I'll go into that more later. Because catching monsters is a totally different thing than hunting them. Sometimes you'll have quests that ask for you to capture them instead of fighting them so that their parts can be either studied or you can get different carves off the monster. So say you're making a new weapon and you really need... Oh, look, we just broke a piece. There's a sparkly thing on the ground. So whether you want to make a new armor set and say you need a Velocidrome beak, you would have to fight him to get it. But if you weren't getting in a carve, maybe you would get it in a capture. So different things happen, different ways you fight. All right. So that sparkle will never disappear. So we don't have to get that right now. But we do want to try and kill him before he leaves the area. Looks like we broke his crest. Oh, he's gonna flee. No, we want to beat him while we can. Before he leaves. Because if he leaves, then we don't get to kill him, and we don't get any of his items. Like I said, it's not necessary to kill him, but we want his items so we can make cool armor sets. We did it! Fuck yeah! We beat him with a super low rank weapon. Go us. Alright, so let's go carve him up. Frick yeah! Now, unlike when you fight a monster, the quest does not end after you beat the monster in this. The quest is over once you get to the end of the expedition, which is where you're going to find your little train house, train cart. I'm not sure what you would call it. But, oh, the gargoyles are back. All right, so let's get that sparkly thing off the ground. And see what we got. That was our field report. And we got a Velocidrome scale. So let's go finish this expedition off and turn in our quest. You usually don't fight any other monsters after you do the main mission monster on an expedition. So I really don't see the point in sharpening right now. Just going to go and turn this in. Now, every once in a while on expeditions, and only on expeditions, you have the opportunity to find hidden poogies, which is our pig friend. And once you find the hidden poogies on expeditions, you unlock new outfits for them. And I've unlocked a couple of really cute ones like that. You'll usually find them like up in trees or hidden in little areas. But I didn't look for them this time, obviously, because this quest was mainly about the Velocidrome. All right, and there's our little house on the left there, our little trailer. And we got a Velocidrome hide. And we got some muns. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this new hunt on my new show, KKG. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. And I'll see you guys next time with another awesome episode of Monster Hunter. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all on Monday. Bye, everybody!